There we go. Good one. Dad, big. Big. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for tuning in with me today. Before we jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know the conditions of the night that I took all this footage. And as you guys know, at night it's kind of hard to get that footage, so what I was using is a lamp to catch the view. Now I know from reviewing this footage that I need to go back and next time I need to use a better light. But for the most part, I hope you guys enjoy the footage. Don't skip through, there's a lot of good content, a lot of techniques that I was using to catch these fish. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Thank you guys so much. All right guys, making it out here. And as you can tell, current is ripping super bad. I wouldn't say bad, but super fast here. It's not a bad thing. You might think that's a bad thing, but a lot of times when this current's ripping like that, opens you up to catching fish. Because fish are always swimming with this current. So I got two jigs on here, or swim baits. Got one pink and red, and then I've got one DOA, red and sparkly. And I think that we can catch some fish. Last night I came out here and caught two giant mangrove snappers off of this jig right here. Just jigging it straight through this current, right across the top of the rocks. So that jig right there, it did the work last night, so we'll see if we can get on anything. Kind of let that thing sink out there. Let it flow with the current and then just reel it slow. Current's definitely ripping a little faster. That's not a problem. We just gotta adjust to it, maybe throw a heavier jig. That's exactly why I have two jigs tied up, for this same exact reason. Got a super heavy jig right here. Wouldn't say super heavy, but definitely a heavier jig. Throw it around these pylons. Because mangrove snapper are gonna be sitting around. Current is ripping really hard right now. But I definitely think there's fish to be caught. Just gotta get our barracks down, find out how we need to fish this area right here. This current is definitely ripping. Last night I don't think the current was quite this strong. It's just something that we need to take in, really break it down on how we need to fish to catch the fish this evening. Because of this, we know they're here. There's a trout right there. Trout right there, boys. Good one. It's a good one. Yep. Good trout. It's definitely a legal one. Good looking trout there, boys. I really don't know the size limit for the trout here, but definitely think this one's legal for sure. If I'm gonna break it down to you guys, the reason why I'm using a swim bait, now other baits probably work a lot better, but the reason why I'm using it is because there's tons of rocks down here and I can literally run this swim bait right across those rocks and very rarely get hung. That is literally the only reason I am using a swim bait right now. That current is blowing, boy. Definitely need heavier jigs. That's not cap. I said that's not cap. What is it? Yeah.
That was lady.
Was it?
Yeah.
That looked like a speck, bro. It broke you off?
Maybe.
That looked like a speck, my guy.
Yeah, I just seen it busted.
I just got hit too. So these could either be ladyfish or specks.
Dude, that blow up right here. Oh god. I'll just kind of skim.
So it is ladyfish out there. But I don't think they're all ladyfish.
Dude, you already caught a gator trout, dude. They don't by themselves. Poor man's tarpon, baby.
Poor man's tarpon, dude. Holy crap. Yeah. So one thing I always do is retie, man. These ladyfish are killer when it comes to losing baits. Don't fish good baits for ladyfish because you won't be happy. He only jumped one time for me. Smoking it then. Slow motion. I don't think we're gonna be keeping any ladyfish, but get back in there. We don't want you. There's only enough for the two of us here. Three-foot bluefish is like a 3-foot hardtail, my guy. That's insane. It's like my 6th. There we go. Dude, that thing jumped so high out of the water. There we go. It's probably the last fish I'll get with a little bit of light left. We'll save another one. We'll save another. Fred, you want it? Dude, big boy just ate that ladyfish, dude. Yeah, you gotta feed them too, man. We support locals. We support locals. We're gonna go get some stuff figured out and then we'll get back out here. Cut him upside. Exactly what we want to happen with ladyfish. I hate to say it. That's what I'm talking about. If I know that ladyfish are around, I always tie a big leader. There's a little eddy down there. The same little eddy down there is still not moving, so there could be some fish floating inside of that. See, I just got a bite that I don't think is from a redfish. I mean, I don't think it's from a ladyfish. Definitely mangrove. Definitely mangrove bite. I know that bite from somewhere. So I'm throwing down this seawall, slow jigging it or slow rolling it, and I think these are mangrove biting it right here. I don't think these are ladyfish. Yep, mangrove, mangrove.
Yeah.
That's definitely a mangrove.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
So they got to be 12 in Alabama. That's definitely not 12.
That's scale. That's got a scale right there.
Look at that, boys. Just like I called it.
There it is.
Off the jig.
That's how it starts.
This is
Curious.
just what I was telling you guys. Off the jig, I'm not doing anything crazy, guys. I'm just not. I'm fishing it, and I'm out here doing the same thing. Back to back. So they got to be 12. That one to the fork is 12 dead on. And if you guys know about these things, they'll flop off, boys. So we're gonna keep this one super good eating. Heck yeah, baby. All right, first mangrove of the night, man. Love the mangrove bite. Absolutely love it. Something that I can't deny. Catching them right out of this eddy. And of course, we'd get hung. But it came right out of the rock too, baby. Let's go. You're not gonna see much people fishing mangrove with jigs. But I'll tell you this, I've caught some stout mangies off of a jig. And I'll go ahead and tell you, the first mangrove I ever caught was off of a jig. And they will bite it if you present it the right way. I'm just rolling it right here. I'm getting bites and I know they're here. So I'm gonna continue to do the same thing. There's another one right there. Another mangrove. Of course, that one's too small. He's not gonna keep, but pretty fish, man. I'm telling you, there's nothing like it. Let's dim this light out. Super pretty fish. So you guys see what I'm doing? Fishing right off the seawall and just staying on a pattern of them. They're obviously here. All right, so we're switching up the jig here. The jig head, it's a smaller size because we found a little eddy to fish. That bait is going across the bottom. My dad recommended some, what is this, Ben? Procure. I think you just wipe it on there like that. Take a little whiff. It definitely does have some stench to it, for sure. Can't persuade me that it doesn't, boys. That is, and then we're just gonna wipe it in like that.
Pretty good.
Yeah, let's see if the bite changes. Let's try it. All we can do is try it. It doesn't hurt anything, for sure. Me and my dad were talking about it. You know, techniques like this never hurts anything. seems like this jig head is getting down there quicker. Staying down there. There we go. There we go. Good one. Dad, big. Big. I don't think it's a ladyfish. I don't know what this is. It might be a ladyfish. Redfish, 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 redfish. Dude, 1 second, man. Big trout, big trout, big trout, big trout, big trout, big trout, dude. Big trout, big trout. Holy gator, holy gator.
That's a trout.
Yes, dude, that's a big trout. It's a big trout. Gator trout.
You want me to hand line it? Oh my god.
It's hooked good. I mean, we'll get him up.
Oh my god.
Oh,
my god.
gator trout, boys. Gator trout, baby. Let's go. Let's go, boys. That is why we fish right there, baby. That is what we came here to do, boys. Get the bigs. Yes, sir. Blue crab me out, Dad. Dude.
See the other side of it. What is?
Guys.
Turn your headlamp off.
I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't hyped up right.
Stud.
Guys, man, I'm so hyped.
I'm hyped for you.
I don't know if this is the biggest one I've ever caught, but it's definitely the fattest. All right, guys, so we had to go get some ice so we could keep those fish fresh, but we're back out here, and that is just, I'm stoked, boys. By far, I believe that's the biggest trout I've ever caught. Didn't expect to catch it out here, for sure. Crazy things happen. Some mangrove right there, pretty sure. Good one. That one might be legal. They gotta be 12. I don't know if that one's 12. Dude, he sucked that thing down. And let's check this one. I mean, you really gotta make sure. He's 12. He's a little over 12.
12?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. They're so fat and thick.
There we go, guys. That's 5th mangrove. 2 keepers so far. All right, boys, so after catching that speck and catching that mangrove just now, what is it?
Mangrove, dude.
Yeah, get him up, get him up.
Watch it, watch it, watch it. I'm gonna flip him. He's going under, he's going down. Watch it.
Mangrove,
Yes.
mangrove, monster mangy. Holy crap, yes sir.
Thank you. Please let me get
That's a
this set up.
15 incher right there, buddy. That's a 16 incher right there, bud. Holy crap,
I
boys.
told you I had one.
I mean, that is,
I was free spooling them.
that's 16 incher all day right there, boys. Look at it compared to my foot. These are strong, boys, compared to the foot. Woo-woo. That thing's by far bigger than my foot. I'd give it a second until you measure them, because you'll flop off in a heartbeat. But like I was saying, man, the action is just endless out here in this pro cure.
Personal best, man. Bucket list back. Check more. Let's go.
Let's go. Definitely gonna have to put some pro cure on that guy, because the fish are slapping it, boys. Well, you threw it out far on that one, didn't you?
I sure did, brother.
That's where the big ones are.
All right, take your time.
We're gonna measure them up real quick.
God, what a giant.
It's a 15 and a half, 16
What a
incher.
freaking giant.
We're gonna make sure he doesn't fly off, guys. This is exactly what I thought was gonna happen. I mean, they can definitely fly off. 16 incher. We're talking a 16-inch mangrove, boys. That is wild.
Yes, personal best.
That's the biggest one I've seen. Yep, there's one right there. I don't know if he's gonna, I don't know if this one's gonna keep. We can definitely check him out. Yeah. No. I think he will keep. Yeah, it's a 12-incher all day. We'll check him. I mean, even the ones that we think are small, dude, are, the ones we think are small, they're freaking not small at all. Yeah, that one's 12. That one's gonna keep, boys. Yeah, what's the limit on them? 5 each? Dang. First bite I've had in a second. Probably a good fish too. So we found a good piece of structure down here, but we got hung on it. Had to break off. That's the thing about this, is you could find a super good piece of structure, but it's super sketch to fish it. But that's, I mean, ideally that's where the fish are, stacked against structure. You're gonna get your big bites, big mangrove off the bigger piece of structure. Just makes sense. We're using a different color now, electric chicken. I don't know how this color is gonna do, to be honest with you, but should be able to slay a fish off of it. I don't know, maybe the electric chicken just won't do it. Maybe it's not going to do it for us. Or it will. No. Guys. This is no good. We got a ladyfish. Oh no, that's a speck. I don't think he's legal. He might be legal. Dad, what's the limit on specks? Hey Siri, what's the limit for specks in Alabama?
It's currently partly cloudy and 7.
Hey Siri, what's the size limit for speckled trout in Alabama?
Okay, I found this on the web for what's the size limit for speckled trout in Alabama. Check it out.
And I just don't, I'm gonna have to find the size limit, but we're gonna let him go. He's 15 and a half. No, in Florida it's 16, right? It is what it is. What can you do, bro? Probably be catching them. Huh? Probably more. That's a good one. Good one. Good one, dude. Good one. Oh, he's just fouled. Good one. I think he'll measure.
That's not clean right there, man.
All the time. Yeah, it is a good one. Let's measure this one up. Dirt. 12 and 13.
13.
Yeah. I'll measure. Alright guys, so I don't have the best light right now, and I know it is super windy, so you guys can probably hear that. But yeah, my camera is on 5% right now, and we've been fishing for probably about 4 hours. We've caught tons of mangrove from jigging. I've caught a couple specks, some big fish, and it's been a crazy experience out here. Really, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, the only place we're catching these fish is right in the eddy, where the water is moving, and you got one little spot that's clear, it's completely still, and that's where we're catching them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and also make sure to subscribe. Most importantly, let that drag sound. Peace.